wanted to do this video on specifically something that I saw on Divested Zealot again. In this case, it's specifically on fence sitters. Now, honestly, I think some people would think that I'm a fence sitter. Weirdly, when I talk, sometimes some people might think that I'm a fence sitter. Some people think that I'm also a mammy sometimes. It depends. Even though, I'm not into black men, obviously, and I've said this over and over again. Never dated a black man, not open to dating a black man, and, I have no interest, never done it, and so forth. And, I know some people talk about biracial men. I'm not talking about biracial men in this case. Considering it seems like often when I'm in, like I said, divested and swirler spaces, many of them are biracial attracted. They just aren't attracted to black men. But, that's a whole nother story. I'm not talking about that right now. But, yeah. A lot of people, tend to think that. But, who I really think is a fence sitter, and people of that nature are fence sitters? People in the Cynthia G crowd, I think, are fence sitters. The reason I say that is because mostly all they do is vent all day and then at night go sit on a black dick. That's basically what they do. They don't actually get in relationships with white men, They don't actually have any involvement with other races of men. Their only interest is black men, but they vent all day about black men and sleep black all night. So, to me, those are fence sitters, and sometimes they claim they're divested. But it never makes any sense, because you can't be divested by day and then at night sleep black. It makes no sense, and it's not real divestment, because you're not divested from black men, because you are very much connected to black men every night. So obviously there is no divestment. There is a clear investment here, and you are very much, still into black men. Nothing against it. I mean, to me, I know some divested channels promote divestment, and they encourage black women to get with other races. To me, it comes naturally. We don't have to push anyone to do anything, in my opinion, because I think most people are attracted to other races. So if we just opened people's minds, it would happen naturally and organically without anyone pushing them to do it. If we didn't see color and we just, saw who was our type, who was a good fit for us, and who, was a good partner for us, most of the time they wouldn't be black, because we only have a 1 in 8 chance of finding a black man who is, the right match, while we have 7 out of 8 chances of the match actually being another race. So obviously, I don't feel we really have to force anything. I think it comes naturally. Now, anyway, like what I was saying in the beginning is, I think fence sitters, they claim divestment, and many of the time with these fence sitters, they will claim other divested sectors are not divested, because they don't understand what it's like to interracially date, because they've never interracially dated. So sometimes when we have different perspectives in them, it's completely alien to what they're used to because they have no experience dating someone outside of their race. They have no experience basically trying to filter through suitors of other races, basically, and trying to find the right one. They have no experience with any of that, so they don't understand what we go through, what we deal with, what our experiences are as interracial daters. So, to me, it's like, from my perspective, I kind of feel like, you know, I remember there was this one other person who interracially dates, and they specifically said about people who, go online and they talk about interracial dating, but they don't actually practice it in their own personal life. And you can most of the time tell who doesn't practice it in their personal life because they more so focus on black men, but they never focus on other races of men because they have no experience with those other men. So, to me, that's how I feel about fence sitters. It's just like, I never understand fence sitters that well because, they come from a different world than I do. And they come from different experiences than I do. But what I don't like about fence sitters is they're always guessing about what it's like to interracially date without doing it. But once you start guessing how it is to date a black man, they get all mad about it. When it's like you do the same damn thing to us, to people who interracially date, and you've never interracially dated yourself. So why are you assuming what it's like to interracially date, but I can't assume what is going on with black love or your black relationships with black men? Why is it that, I cannot speak on those issues? I've been told in the past that I have no point or place to talk about black men because I've never been in a relationship with them. And so judging mammies or fence sitters or whatever the fuck we want to call them, basically is from a place of ignorance because I don't know what it's like to be them. But like I said, they talk about interracial dating all the time and they've never done it. So it's like, until you practice what you preach, I think you need to shut up. But, that's just how I feel about, fence sitters. I don't appreciate them. In fact, I might think that sometimes, at least mammies, there are different types of mammies. I consider fence sitters, mammies too. But as far as mammies go, at least they are consistent. For the ones who do black male worship, they black male worship by day, black male worship at night. They do the same thing. It's not like a bipolar situation like these black women who, complain about black men by day, sleep black. Those people it's like a psychotic situation. It's like bipolar. How are you sleeping with a black man? And then you go complaining about black men. One of these situations is fake. And I'm pretty sure it's not that you're fake sleeping with a black man. So to me, your venting is fake. I can't take anything you're saying seriously because last night you weren't saying that. Let's just be real. You weren't saying any of that last night. So obviously, right now, you must be lying. And I think, honestly, a lot of people say, people like this and the Cynthia G platforms and things of that nature, they do this for a coin. They do it for money. They do it for, the fame. That's what they do it for. They don't really mean it. If they really meant it, they wouldn't sleep black. They just wouldn't sleep black. And because they sleep black, of course, their message is fake. It's not real, And so to me, when they talk poorly about black men and talk about different problems they have, I don't know if they're even true or if they're even real. Because if they were real, then how come you're still sleeping black? You know? Actions speak louder than words. Words can be, you can lie about words. You can make up words. You could, you can say anything. It doesn't really mean anything without any actions supported behind them. And your actions support the other side. So, in my opinion, people like that, they are a part of, their mindset is still very pro-black men because their actions are pro-black men. Therefore, to me, they are still mammies. A lot of people are like, oh, that's not a mammy because they trash black men. No, if you sleep black, you're a mammy. And that's how I've always thought. If you sleep black, you're a mammy. It's that simple. It's a yes or no. Do you sleep black? If it's yes, yes, you're a mammy. If it's no, no, you're not a mammy. It's what it is. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, everybody, and bye.